Good morning, students. Today we will do a very important topic of this chapter, that is central problems of an economy. As resources of an economy are limited and demands are unlimited, and these resources have alternative uses. So in this situation, every economy has to make choices about the available resources. So thus compulsion of making choices in the use of resources is called central problem of economy. According to Professor Samuelson, he defined central problems as what, how and for whom to produce. So central problem of the economy is related with the allocation of resources, which is further divided into three parts: what to produce, how to produce and for whom to produce. This question is very important and you will get this question in 4 marks. So let's see these three problems in detail. First is what to produce and in what quantity. So whenever you will get question explain central problem of what to produce, then if you want to get full marks, then in that case you have to write all these points which I am going to discuss with you. So first you will give the meaning. So this problem involves selection of goods and services and the quantity of selected commodities. So as we know that every economy has limited resources and these resources have alternative uses. So thus producer cannot produce all the goods with the limited resources. So we have to make the choices. For example, production of more sugar is possible only by reducing the production of other goods. Thus, if we want to produce one commodity more, in that case we have to sacrifice the another. So similarly, let's take another example. Production of more war goods is possible only by reducing that of civil goods. So in this way we have to make the choices. So economy has to decide whether to produce consumer goods like clothes, sugar, footwear, wheat, etc. or capital goods, that is also known as producer goods like tools, machines, vehicles, raw material, etc. and or necessary goods and luxury goods. Necessary goods like wheat, rice, sugar, etc. and luxury goods like car, AC, etc. So he has to decide what to produce and in what quantity. So this is the problem of allocation of resources among various goods. So this problem arises due to two reasons: because we have limited resources, scarce resources, and these resources have alternative uses. So last is guiding principle. So how producer will decide what to produce? So the guiding principle is that to allocate resources in a way that creates maximum aggregate utility or satisfaction. So you have to write all these points if you want full marks. Okay, no need to write the heading. I am just writing it for your convenience. Okay, so I will give you the notes, learn from that. Next problem is how to produce. This problem is concerned with selecting appropriate technique of production. How will you produce goods? This is because a commodity cannot be produced more than one method or technique. Like we have two methods to produce the goods, that is LIT and CIT, labor incentive technique and capital incentive technique. First of all, labor incentive technique. Labor incentive technique is a technique in which we will use more labor and less capital, less use of machines. And capital incentive technique, it is a technique in which we will use more capital, more machines than the labor. And for example, textiles can be produced either with the help of more labor and less capital, or with less labor and more capital. It means we can use LIT or CIT. So it depends upon the situation, availability of the factors and their prices. So in India, we mostly use LIT so that we can provide more employment. Okay. And CIT, this technique is used by more developed countries like US, in which we will use less labor and more capital. Clear? Next is guiding principle. So what is the guiding principle? We will use that technique which will cause least possible cost to produce per unit of a commodity, and so that producer can earn maximum profits. Okay. Third problem is for whom to produce. Before doing this problem, I think it's very important to understand these concepts: factor of production and factor income. What it means. To produce goods, we need these factors. So these are known as factor of production, that is land, labor, capital and material. No doubt we need other things also like raw material, etc. But these are the primary factor of production. Without these factors, a producer cannot produce goods. So these are the primary factor of production. Clear? And whenever we will use these factor of production, we will make the payment. We will distribute the income in form of rent, wages, interest, and profit. We will give rent in return to land, and labor they will get wages. When we will borrow capital, we will give interest, and for entrepreneur there is profit. All these incomes are known as factor income, and we will distribute the income which is generated with the help of production in form of rent, wages, interest and profit, and on the basis of contribution of these factor of production. Clear? So let's start. For whom to produce? First of all, meaning this problem is concerned with the distribution of income and output produced. So we are producing goods and services, and we have to distribute it among the people. And production has to generate the income, so we have to distribute the income also. So production generates income. Production is a result of combined efforts of all these factors of production. So we cannot produce goods without these factors of production. When production generates income, income further is distributed in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit on the basis of the contribution of each factor. Thus the question for whom to produce is related to the distribution of income generated from the production of output. So what is the guiding principle? Distribute income and output in such a way so that all the people should get minimum level of consumption. Clear? And one question for sure you will get in the exam. Thank you.